Hi, good afternoon, Sarah. I am Corey's special education teacher, and I invited you to come in today so we could go over some of the assessments I have given him over the past semester and to sort of see where his progress is at. All right, let's get started. The first three assessments that I gave Corey were all informal assessments. The first is called the QPS, which stands for Quick Phonics Screener, and the second was a Fontes and Pinnell, which we call F&P here, benchmark assessment. The last was an informal teacher-made writing assessment. I started with the QPS, which is designed to sort of pinpoint areas in decoding that need to be addressed. I used it because it's fast, that's why it's called quick, and it helps me narrow down weaknesses and highlight some of the strengths. After the QPS, I gave Corey an F&P benchmark assessment. This assessment is what we use at our school to determine what a student's instructional reading level is. So F&P goes from A to Z, levels A through Z. I chose the F&P because it paints a really good picture of where a student is at in terms of if they're meeting, grade level standards. And it also gave me a chance to listen to Corey read out loud, which is important to hear your student read. The third informal assessment I gave Corey was a simple writing assessment. I gave him a graphic organizer and asked him to write an opinion. I gave this assessment just to see where he was at in terms of knowing the 6 traits of writing and to see if he was able to transfer his thoughts from his head to paper. So I'm going to go ahead and go over the results of those tests. So when I gave Corey his QPS, it revealed that he had mastered VC and CVC, which is vowel consonant or consonant vowel consonant words, CV, CC, and CCVC, lots of sight words. Right now, he also knows the silent E and R controlled vowels. Right now, his biggest area of struggle is definitely advanced consonants, silent consonants. That would be like the silent K and a KN. When he read sentences to me, he read the word cider like cider. So any digraphs that are just a little different, he could not read to me. He did know some advanced ending digraphs, such as the TCH ch sound and the NG sound. After that, I gave the F&P. So his results show that he is currently reading at a level J, which is close to second grade equivalent. At a level J, that's when Corey began to get stuck on some longer words such as hammering and corner. And he began to lose sight of the main idea and lost some of the ideas along the way and had some lower comprehension. When I look at his writing assessment, he does need to improve in sentence fluency, conventions, and word choice. His spelling accuracy was at 69%, and he wrote mostly in fragments. He was able to provide me with 3 details to support a main idea, but he didn't really give me an opinion. He also did not use any punctuation until a period at the very end. After those 3 assessments, I gave a norm reference test to Corey called the Comprehensive Test of Phonological Processing, or CTOP. A norm reference test measures a student's performance compared to the performance of their peers. The CTOP measures reading-related phonological processing skills and is comprised of 12 subtests. For Corey, I focus on one composite, which is 3 subtests. The 3 subtests are elision, blending words, and sound matching. Combined, these 3 make up the phonological awareness composite, which is PAC or PAC of this specific norm reference assessment. So after giving him that, I looked at his score, and his scored PAC score was 17, which places his phonological awareness somewhere in the 3rd percentile to some to his same age peers. So we look at a bell curve. Most students are going to be in this range. This is right at the half mark, 50%. And Corey is right here. This mark is the 2. He's at about a 3%. So he's definitely on the lower end of the bell curve. The last assessment that I gave to Corey was an oral reading test to track his progress in fluency over time. I found his baseline for his words read per minute, or WPM, and then I began to track his progress without using an intervention. So his baseline words per minute was 43 without an intervention. I let him go without an intervention for a couple weeks just to get some good scores in there. And then I went ahead and introduced an intervention we use at our school called Read Naturally. So over the course of 6 weeks, I continued to track this progress of his words per minute. And, okay, so the purpose of the test is to determine whether Corey's making progress in his goals towards fluency. I chose this test because it's a really quick way to check a student's progress without taking a lot of time out of a lesson. Okay, so I'll go ahead and show you the graph. After 6 weeks, this is where Corey started at. Baseline, no intervention, just a little bit of increase. This is where I put his intervention in. And he went from a 49 words per minute read to 63. I gave him a goal of 65, and we were just, too short of that. So in just this amount of time, he was able to go up 17 words per minute. I definitely want to continue working with him using this program. And I also want to ensure that he is reading more at home as well as in the general education classroom. Corey has told me he's avoided reading because he gets a little frustrated. But when we were doing his Reading Naturally, he did look forward to seeing his goals because I showed him this, and he was very happy to see his progress. So as we look at Corey's strengths and weaknesses, I want to start with strengths. He is definitely able to make inferences and draw conclusions when reading. He can back up ideas using pictures, and he can connect stories to his own life. He is able to read dialogue with expression. As far as writing, even though he had many conventional errors, Corey did grasp concepts such as a main point, a topic sentence, details, and how to summarize things up. Another strength is that Corey is so easy to work with. He's polite, easy to direct, and he really does want to learn and do better. As far as weaknesses, Corey struggles in 5th grade curriculum because he has not yet mastered his reading foundations. Advanced consonant sounds and consonant digraphs are definitely a struggle, to be a weakness for Corey. His slower reading rate also affects his... So sorry, my computer died on me. Okay, so strengths and weaknesses. We went over the strengths, and I began with the weaknesses. So weaknesses, not knowing his reading foundations, those advanced consonant sounds, like the advanced consonant digraphs, are definitely a struggle. And also his slower reading rate affects his ability to comprehend the overall curriculum. So to help Corey become more successful, I would like to propose several goals. The first is a reading level goal. Right now he is reading at a J. I propose in 8 weeks by February 10th, 2019. When given an F&P level K, Corey will read it with 90% accuracy and 80% comprehension. If Corey meets this 8-week goal, I would like to extend it to an entire year and have that new goal be by December 10th, 2019. When given an F&P level O, Corey will read it with 90% accuracy and 80% comprehension. The next goal I have for Corey is to increase his fluency. Right now, he is reading at an instructional level at a rate of 63 words per minute. I would like to propose that by February 10th, 2019, when given a passage at Corey's instructional level, which hopefully is that K, he will read with 90% accuracy or higher. and increase his fluency to 75 words per minute. If Corey does meet this goal, I would like to propose that by December 10th, 2019, when given an instructional or given a text at his instructional level, which will hopefully be an O, Corey will read with 90% accuracy at 95 words per minute. In order to meet these goals, I'm going to continue working on the Read Naturally program with him. I would also like to send him some leveled books over the weekend, if that's okay. Please read along with him and assist him if needed. I will send books that are at his level or maybe a little more difficult. If you can, please encourage Corey to write, even if it's just helping with the grocery list. I think that the practice will be good for his dexterity, spelling, and overall exposure to writing. So overall, Corey has a lot to work on, but I think we're going to do a lot with him this year. I hope you feel more informed about his current academic progress and confident that he will continue to make progress in my class. Thank you.